earlier. I think they're really fun. I also like to collect fun earrings. Yesterday, I decided to wear some fun little pink froggy earrings.
Okay.
That was really fun. Today, I'm wearing some little tombstone earrings that say R.I.P. on them. And then for my birthday, my sister got me some, turnip earrings. Those are kind of fun.
Oh.
I think funky jewelry is cool. I know that it's very kitschy and stupid, and that people kind of question, why would you collect something like that? I think they're really fun. Fun earrings. Fun little pink froggy earrings. That was really fun today. Those are kind of fun. Fun.
Gazpacho.
Hey, this is Patriot Nick, and you're listening to the Eric Zane Show Podcast, where if you don't like what the host says, he'll threaten to fight you in the streets.
Hey, I'm a girl.
Oh, wait, that's not the right clip.
Guess I have to fight you in the street now.
Oh, there you go. And now here's your host,
I'll fight you in the street.
Eric Zane.
I don't care where it is. I will fight you in the street.
Fun.
Hey!
Fun.
Woo! Yeah!
Are one of you buying me followers on Twitch? I suspect one of you is up to that, because all of a sudden I have twice as many followers on Twitch, and I don't know how that could have possibly happened. I think one of you, that is a thing where people, you can buy the followers, and I've never really considered that. Why would I do that? I don't even know how that helps you, other than it just shows a bigger number. So I don't know. I don't pay attention. All I really concern myself with is doing the show every day. And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to sit here and talk for a couple of hours every day. And if it happens, it happens. I can only worry about this one thing right here, so fuck it. But I went to bed last night, and every day I'll get one or two, honestly. And that's, my growth on Twitch is like a little bit every day. And when I first launched Twitch, right away there was 260 people. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, cool. So how you make money on Twitch is this way. When people follow you and watch the show, you have a greater chance for more people to watch you regularly. And if you average, once you get to a certain level, you are made a Twitch affiliate. And I quickly attained that. And there's a couple of milestones that you have to get to be a Twitch affiliate. So I'm like, all right, I'm an affiliate. And there's some boring benefits to that are important to me, not you. But then if you become a Twitch partner, there's all sorts of monetary advantages. The only way you can become a Twitch partner is if you average 75 viewers every show for a month. All right. So I average, honestly, on a good day, 62, 63. But it's gone up. I mean, it was in the 40s when I started. Now I'm averaging much more than that. So that's cool. Steady growth. That average came from about, anywhere. Like I said, I've been slowly increasing. And at last check, I was at 384 Twitch followers. I went to bed last night and I looked at it and it said 420. I was like, well, that's a jump that I did not expect. And then I woke up this morning and looked at it and went, what? It's at 560. So knowing me, I'm not going to say, well, maybe you've just made it. Maybe people just like you. No, that's impossible. I am under the impression that one, because you can do that. You can buy followers. Oh boy. It sounds wonky. But there's 560 people following. So I don't know. I'll investigate it. If you did, thank you. That's very kind of you. Doing all you can to help your old pal Eric Zane. But I don't even know if you can do that. I don't even know if a person other than me can do that. I have no idea. The furthest my examination of this possibility has been because I've been on this show, and then I see on Twitch, buy followers. There's like an ad that shows up in the chat. So I don't know. Someone is suggesting maybe it's Joe's Darlings, Saint Gassman's Darlings. Let's get right to that because I put a little tease at the start of the Twitch in text. It says, okay, here's what's coming up on Friday, February 11th. Saint Gassman news. That's our pal Joe. What is going on with Joe? He's been gone all week. First of all, let me remind you, this show appears on Twitch each and every weekday at about the same time, brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Thank you so much to them. If you are on Twitch, please follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That little tray there with a heart, it doesn't cost you anything. You just click it and then leave it alone. And then anytime you want to hear me live, this is where you get it, okay? And then if you feel so inclined, when you go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, that's where you do that. Shmoo Money, how are you just following now? I've been seeing you part of this show for a long, long time. You're just now following? What? Anyway. Yeah, follow it. And then if you scroll down at twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, you see a big red button. It says subscribe free, Twitch Prime free. You can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime account. Now, that actually has money changing hands. You don't pay for it. You get it free because you are a Amazon Prime member. But because you signed up with your Amazon Prime account, the Canadian Twitch guru, Don Collins, who helped me get this all started, he gets half of that $5, and I get the other half. So thank you if you've done that, and continue to do so. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe with $5. What does that get me, Eric Zane? Well, not much. You get to use the Bitmojis, which is all of my dogs and cats. There they are. There. Hold on. Which is just so stupid. I can't believe people put value on those dumb things. But I love them. God rest Buddy Bobcat Face soul. And you get the show so that in the middle of it, you will not see any type of commercial interruption. If you don't subscribe, I'll be talking about something very, very heavy, like I have AIDS, and then an ad for whatever will pop up and ruin your mojo. Okay. Baldwin Ace Hardware Fair Bunker Studios, where I do this show, and Saint Gassman is... Daisy just opened that door. I guess we're going to have to live with that door being open. That's so weird. Behind me. Look, there she is. She just hits the door with her head and then comes in here. Before I get to the Saint Gassman talk. Hang on a second. I hear snowblowers out in the street. And that's going to be me earlier because something happened that we didn't expect. Daisy's back from...
Hello.
Hold on a quick second. Kenny wrote, Daisy's back from her basement feeding frenzy of feces. Is that true, Pooh Bear?
No, because it's blocked off, so she didn't go there today.
You're home today?
Yeah.
What
So
happened?
she didn't go. was a snow day for some reason.
Yeah.
It's strange.
We woke up. We've got half a foot of snow in the backyard.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I didn't know that was happening.
I didn't either.
So
I woke up just to see what was going on in the world, and I got text messages saying the school's canceled. I'm like, what?
Pooh Bear's appearance brought to you by Baldwin Ace Hardware. Thank you, Aram.
Baldwin Ace Hardware sponsors me.
Yes.
That's nice of them.
So what are you going to do with the day? I mean, this is a big surprise for you.
I know. I will. I'm going to kind of just chill, and then I'll do some laundry probably, and straightening up the house, and then I might have to take a nap. It's been a busy week. This is my first week of actually. Yeah.
Right.
Being a long-term sub, so that changes the whole dynamic. So.
Well, the last 2 days you worked in the school, and then you went to the YMCA and worked.
Correct.
So yeah, it's time to relax.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you.
And remember, I retire at the age of 55.
Yeah, that's your plan. Yeah. You're retiring March 9th?
Yeah, that's my 55th birthday. So I will retire on March 9th. Sound like a plan?
I would love to be able to facilitate that. If I can, absolutely.
Well, I actually can't retire until like June 3rd because I have to finish out the school year for this lovely lady that is having a baby.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm going to talk about this in the podcast in a minute. Do you feel like the passage of time, like almost week to week, month to month, is becoming faster in your perception?
Yes.
So do I. And I broached that topic with my brother, World Book Jim.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me a really, really long explanation that kind of made my head hurt, which you would expect.
Did it make any sense?
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Yeah.
He was.
I want to hear that.
He was. He got into. It has to do with gravity and supermassive black holes.
Oh Lord.
So, I don't know. I think he was describing the plot of that movie where Matthew McConaughey goes to outer space.
Oh.
Right. What was it called?
It sounds very strange.
Interstellar. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, if you need me, you know where to find me.
Yes, ma'am. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? I don't want to get it.
My day off.
Yeah, I know it. Can you just do me one favor?
What?
Daisy busted in here and the door is open, and I hate that door being open behind me. Can you come over here, wave to everybody, and close the door? I don't want to get up.
I'm all the way downstairs. I have to go all the way upstairs just to shut your door?
Yeah.
That seems kind of dumb.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Thank you.
Hang on. Okay. Here I come. Just a second.
What? You don't need to cough into the phone.
I put it away from my mouth.
Okay. There she is.
Here I am.
Okay, see ya.
Okay, bye.
But don't hang up. Don't hang up. Keep talking to me.
Okay.
So, what do you say you join me when I wash your brother's asshole today?
No, thanks.
I don't think I've actually seen his penis. It's nestled into his sack. It's like a. You ever see like a baby bird in a nest?
Yeah.
That's what it is. His little peanut is in there. It's
kind of like a turtle sticking his little head
out. It is like a little turtle. It's such an adorable little pecker.
Oh my God. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay. By the way, Maureen and Linda yesterday they stole the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. These two are an absolute riot. And we have a date set for the summertime bash.
Oh, they're going to come here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
We have a date. It's in July.
He sounds good.
Okay?
I'll be ready. Maybe my basement will be done by then.
Well, I worked on it a little bit this week. I sanded a piece of wood yesterday. I'm down to 11. I got 11 pieces of wood to sand.
Well, you have till my birthday to get it done. Remember? Because it was Christmas.
2 years ago.
Christmas came and went.
2 years ago. Yeah, I don't like the whole deadline thing. I can't handle that pressure.
Well, I understand that, but if I don't, it's just going to keep going and going and going.
No, it's not going to. I've been working on it. I've been working on it. I'm making. I've been working on it as much as I can. I really have.
I understand that, and but there comes a time where you have to wave the white flag and then call in a wrecking crew to come help you. So don't be surprised if one day people come knocking on your door.
No,
I'm done. I'm done. You telling me no. So
no. Well, I'm not allowing these people into my home. I will shoot them for a home invasion. Yes, I will. I will put buckshot through their body.
Give them permission.
And then I will teabag their face. No one's coming in the house.
Bullcrap. Gotta go. Bye.
Bullshit. I'm not. No, I'm doing it. Don't invite any of these grease balls over to my fucking house. Okay, see ya. All I needed to do was get her to close the door. Yeah, so we got a ton of snow. And it's wet and heavy. And I've got a all right snowblower, but my neighbors theirs shoots the shit, and mine just kind of like the wet snow. It doesn't like wet snow. And it just kind of flies out like poop out of a dog's ass or a Slurpee machine. Oh, God, I am sore as shit. Oh. Holy crap. There is an appearance coming up by one of the worst sports minds in history today in 40 minutes. Bill Simonson, the Huge Show, who his Jared Goff will win more games with the Lions than Matt Stafford will with the Rams take in September, is listed on Stone Cold Takes or Ice Cold Takes as one of the worst takes, freezing cold takes in history. Oh, my God. We will talk about the Super Bowl. I don't know how anyone takes this stooge seriously after that gaffe. Holy moly. We'll never be able to live that down, and it is your job to not allow them to live it down. I did not hear it. I actually sought out the answer, but I did get the answer that it was just announced on the world-famous Free Beer and Hot Wings show that Saint Gassman will return on Monday. Damn it. Clanked it off the upright. Yes, so I don't know if that means he'll show up and just pick up business as usual. That would be my guess. I honestly, all kidding aside, if the gentleman is having personal issues, that's all good. I hope that you do get that taken care of. I have my doubts. Joe is never honest with himself, and I am speaking from the addiction. This is Eric putting on his addiction hat. No one can have any success in dealing with any type of personal issue unless there is 100% honesty. And I don't believe that he is capable of that. I do not believe for 1 second that this was, I'm sick. I think, I would venture to guess, something got off the rails, and that has now led him to this state that he's in. But probably back good as new Monday until the next time. This will ultimately, in a few weeks, probably lead to a teary blame game session on the air, which will all the usual lemmings will fall right in line and enable his ass and not challenge anything. Instead of looking him in the face, grabbing him by the throat and say, get your shit in order. He'll be back Monday. So that's great. All is well with the world. Congratulations. God, I got a hair sticking right in my eye, and it's bugging the shit out of me. So I sent you heard me ask that question to the Queen of the Forest, and I ran that question by my brother World Book Jim. And I've been having this sensation, this aura about me. And I wrote on Wednesday. So, as I age, it seems like the days and weeks are buzzing by faster and faster. This is an uneasy feeling. Do you experience this? He said, yes. Let's chat later. Now, called and he started going down the road of, something about a black hole, and you get closer to it. Gravity has something to do with it. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm not floating through space. I'm not approaching a black hole. What are you talking about? What the fuck is going on? I'm already confused. But it sounded like he knew what he was talking about. And I'm like, so I'm just listening. And then he talked about, he said something about perception and experiences. And then that kind of lined up. So the black hole talk I didn't quite buy into that. But he said, the question that you framed to me, ask it online. You should get an answer. So he was right. What he told me did match up with what I'm about to share with you. But let me just tell you that it's startling. It's a very real, visceral thing where I'm laying in bed on Sunday night expecting the work week to begin. And then all of a sudden, here I am. It's Friday. Now, my first thought was, could this be because I am so damn busy? Strange as it sounds, there is a lot going on. And I told him, I could work. I could do things 24 hours a day if I chose to. I have to shut it down at some point. So this is what I discovered. Basically taking it right off of a article that I saw. Before I get to that. First of all, Wings Guy says, the question is, how will someone blame Eric? How will he somehow blame Eric for this most recent issue? LOL. Referring to Joe, the pattern continues. Eric, you know what? I'm proud of what you're doing there and how awesome your family is. I may have messed up on the golf trade, but I went 1-7 on my bean garter picks 4 years ago. Eric! Someone says, or Adam says, doesn't the crown next to your name mean you've already subscribed with Prime? I have no idea. Kent says, for whatever reason, I cannot subscribe with Prime right now. Anyone else have that issue? Sorry. All right. Sorry, I'm jumping around. This article says it's been said that perception is everything, and for human beings, that is especially true. Studies of how the human mind works continue to show that our experience of reality is based on how our senses perceive and our brain processes information. That is why there is so much variability in thoughts and beliefs, as we all differ in how we process things. One great example of how the human mind varies in its subjective experience of the real world is in our perception of time. Many of us have experienced how time may seem to pass rapidly in some situations, but very slowly in others. Since our perception of time is not changing at the same steady rate that the clock ticks off, it is clear that our mind creates its own reality. Oh, my God. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. One pattern that shows up in human experience is that we tend to perceive time as passing by more quickly as we get older. Now, for some of my old as shit audience members like me, I'm already seeing agreeing with me about this. You know who you are, you old geriatric AARP Eric Zane fossils. One pattern that shows up in human experience is we tend to perceive time as passing by more quickly as we age. Many of us think back to childhood and remember how long a single year seemed. Try to picture that. As experienced adults, the years seem to roll by quickly. In retrospect, time seems to have passed slowly as kids compared to adulthood, where it literally seems to fly by. Remember when we were children? It seemed like eternity between Christmas or birthdays or summer vacations, but as adults, these events seem to roll around all too quickly. One elderly couple was asked why they did not take their holiday decorations down each year. They replied it seemed to be only a matter of days before they had to put them back up again. Well, that sounds like a joke. I'm not even going to go that far. They're just lazy bastards. It seems that real time and our mind's perception of time are entirely different things. Psychology is beginning to understand why this happens. The answer lies in the way in which our brain processes information. Studies are showing there are two major ways we perceive time, with one being in the moment, like when I'm at Pepino's and Josh Brown falls out of his chair because he's blackout drunk. You asshole! In the moment. When he wanders into the bathroom and is talking to the Johnny ad on the wall while he's trying to pee. And we're trying to scoot him along to wash his hands. And Mendy comes in and says, "What the fuck is going on in here?" She's in the men's bathroom with us. Some rando's in the toilet flushing the turds down. He comes flying out. He's like, why is she in here? In the moment. In the moment experience, while the other is retrospectively when looking back. These perspectives often result in different subjective experiences of time. It appears there is an inverse relationship, this is key, between the number of new experiences we have and the perception of time passing. To maximize survival, your brain is most interested in new experiences. They want it's craving something new. All right. And when there is high activity and a high rate of new experiences, more visual memories are encoded. And time seems to fly by in the moment. And when looking back on those same times, it seems to have passed more slowly. So you're having fun in the moment, but it's a new experience. But then ultimately, when you look back on it, it doesn't seem so fast. Because right now, and that makes sense, because right now I am experiencing no new experiences. None. I see four walls all day, every day. I'm excited to drive and visit Meijer. And I am not kidding you. If I have to get a jar of pickles in the food aisle, I park by the home section. This is how routine my life is right now. Not complaining. I'm just telling you this is how it is. And I absolutely do this. I'll say to Diana, going to Meijer today. And she's like, you're excited about that? I go, yes. My God, it's going to be awesome. And I'll park over in the home section. And then I'll walk through. And then the pharmacy is right there. So I'm like going aisle after aisle, the whole pharmacy. And then I wander over to like books. I'm like, oh my God. And then the home section, or maybe like where like the barbecue equipment is. And then like camping, it gets me excited for, I'm like, oh my God, the camping. Toys, pets, oh my God. Vacuums. I know the store. I take the long way over, get my Clausen's, boom, leave. That's my new experience. And it's not, but that's not new. Okay? That's the most new stimulation I get. So that's why I am experiencing nothing new. The newest thing I saw was Josh Brown flying out of a chair. That moment is burned in my brain. It seems like him falling out. It took 3 or 4 years from when he started to tip and when his fat ass was rolling on the floor in the garlic bread pieces and floor grime. Okay? It is Inception right there. It's frozen. He's just, his tits are hanging in the air. Conversely, when things are routine and familiar right now, time seems to pass much more slowly in the moment, but in retrospect, the time period seems to have flown by. Oh, my God. That is describing me to a T. That is exactly what I'm feeling. Holy shit. That is because our brains encode new experiences differently than familiar ones. And our subjective experience of time is tied to the number of new memories we create. The more new experiences we have, the more memories that are stored, and the faster time will seem to pass during the event. But when we look back, these busy and novel times will seem much longer. So, what do you do? I'll get to that in a second. It's a great article. I'll share it. You can share it with your friends who ask these same questions. So time in our mind is quite different from time on the clock. As we get older, the rate of new experiences lessens compared with youth. You know, when you're young, you're having sex, if you're lucky, with multiple women all the time. So the only way to, you know, if you're having sex with the same woman, that's a routine thing. You have to go out and have sex out of the marriage. That is the only way to slow down this clock, is to cheat on your significant other. So that's the start of it. This is absolutely paramount that you break the sacred bond of marriage and get on Tinder immediately. New vaginas will make it seem like time is slowing down. I'm totally kidding. When we are younger, wait a minute. As we get older, the rate of new experiences lessens compared with youth when almost everything is new. That leads to a sense of the days being longer and time passing much more quickly overall. When we are younger, we encounter many more new people, places, and activities. The days seem quicker, but looking back, the time seems much slower. That is why our youth is often overrepresented in our memory, as first-time learning may lead people to remember details of new things, but have much less recall of the more mundane years that follow. So if you're walking down the street and you have never punched an Asian in the face, if you suddenly become a racist and you see the first Asian that you see and you beat them, that will slow time down for you overall. I don't know why I keep going to these stupid examples, but it's an example nonetheless, because none of the audience would ever be involved in any type of Asian hate. So that's why it's such an oddball reference. So what I'm telling you is, while that may be extreme, you might want to start doing something different that makes you remember things. So let's say I'm walking through Meijer. If that starts to become too mundane, I'm going to approach some rando and tell them to go fuck themselves. That is a new experience that you will then be experiencing, or I will be experiencing. So that will make, in retrospect, you're slowing down time with these various random attacks on people for no apparent reason. All new things that you can enjoy going forward. This article doesn't talk about that. That is just simply my own spin on it. There may be an important lesson, getting back to the article, in all of this regarding the quality of our life. If we wish to stay young and vibrant and to slow down our perception of life rushing by too quickly, we need to keep our mind active and make an effort to experience new things. Honey, let's slow down the clock and try a double anal with that 6'9" black man that we saw at the YMCA. We need to continue to learn, travel, engage with new cultures, take interesting classes, and develop new skills. Now, that's where the rubber officially meets the road. We need to continue to learn, travel, engage with new cultures, take interesting classes, and develop new skills. That's why it's so important that we have our Zaniac party in July, when we bring all of these vagabond ruffians into one location for what will be, maybe that's a better reason. Maybe we should bring Connie, Crazy Connie, back because she is a new culture. And that culture is sick Princess Fiona ogre bitch culture. We should bring her back to the party to experience something new. They want you to take interesting classes, develop new skills that you can have. This way, the days may seem shorter, but our lifetime will qualitatively feel much longer. Maybe this is the real secret to staying young and healthy throughout our life. Oh, my God. This is an absolutely perfect article. Aram says Connie is cool. Shut up, Aram. She's a crazy, sick bitch. Yeah, I didn't think Connie was that horrible either. I thought she was fine in the moment until I found out after the fact that she hates me and hates you. And picked a fight with my friends Jessica and Melinda. So screw Connie. She's a sick bitch. Sick fuck Dean says, so when can you, Pooh Bear, and I do a three-way, Eric? Holy shit. That is what a disgusting thing. You know what? If your face didn't look like a donkey's ass, I'd consider it. But no, you are such a sick fuck. My God. All right. Styx Swim Champ, who's been on this show, writes, you heard it here first. Hate crimes are the key to immortality. Styx, I'm glad you're here. We just got done talking about Saint Gassman. You have to realize the end is near. It's coming. This guy is not going to be able to pull out of this. And because that requires 100% honesty. And I don't know if he's capable of that. Great. He's coming back. But what's next? What is next, Styx? I wish I could participate with you on the subreddit, but they don't allow me. They just sit there and say shitty things about me, and I cannot fucking defend myself. I wish him the best. I don't see it happening. But if it does, it would have to be because of his total honesty. They're going to grow tired of him, man. I'm telling you. They do that. They will only take so much, and then they will throw you out on your fucking face. Smell you later. All right. So I could not wait to share that article with you. Oh, my God. Absolutely incredible. Chris says, who can't pull out of this? Your son, Jim? Yeah, his pull-out game is weak. Aram says, I look forward to the Zane and Joe podcast. That is not that far-fetched because after he gets fired, he has no skill set. He has no ability whatsoever to do anything. And he's going to need money. So I will offer him a Patreon, as I indicated to you earlier, and a Patreon, and that will be his only source of income. All right. Huge coming up in moments. My social media. Yes, I'm banned on Facebook right now, but I won't be forever. Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Follow me there. In 27 days, I'll be trying to piss everyone off. It's brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Twitter, @Eric Zane Show on Twitter. Brought to you by Blue Frost IT, @Eric Zane Show on Twitter. I'm not banned on Twitter. All is good. Hang on a second. The group chat just started with my family, and I'm on it. And that means I'm going to hear the phone buzzing all frickin' morning, and we just can't have that. So I just muted it. Frank Fuss brings you the YouTube page on YouTube search Eric Zane Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, bell notification, and thumbs up on whatever I post. Okay, I don't know if this has ever happened at Howard City Lanes. Rap star Debaby broke up with his baby mama. The brother of the baby mama, which is the uncle to the baby, and if the baby was married to baby mama, it would be his brother-in-law. Brother-in-law and the baby are at the local bowling alley. The baby, you will see right here, throws a wild-looking haymaker punch. Okay, you see that. Crazy wild punch right there. It's a terrible looking punch. He punches like a third grade bitch. Okay. It almost sounds like he hit like a video camera or something like that. I'm not sure. Really, really weird. Adam the Odd says he probably holds his pistol sideways too. I want you to pay special attention here because all is well on one side of the foul line at the bowling alley. But everybody knows if you step over that foul line, it's like trying to walk on the surface of a planet made out of oil. This is absolutely great because Debaby punches this asshole. And everybody in this video is an asshole. And then they wander over to the north of the foul line at the bowling alley, and all of Debaby's henchmen go and start to stomp on this motherfucker. And then if you could I wish I could play Yakety Sax by Benny Hill from the Benny Hill Show as this starts to unfold. And I give them all credit because none of them pulled out a pistol and just decided to just throw hands and feet. There you go. Look at this. Oh. This guy's got a camera. Oh! And that's I like how they just give up. It's just like it's kind of a beat down, but nothing really too devastating happens because these klutzy idiots are falling around It looks like a fucking episode of I Love Lucy for black guys. Look at the one chick. She shows up and she's like, oh, motherfucker. Watch her. Oh! Everybody's going, damn. If I was in a fight like this, I would feel bad because it's all sucker punches. No one's actually squaring up man to man and doing this. There's no honor in this. There's hilarity because it's on a bowling alley. Oh my God. Fucking great. This dude here is strong as shit. He is throwing this guy who's that's Debaby's baby mama's brother right here. And this guy's not really throwing punches. I don't know why. He's just kind of holding him by the hair. Oh, he throws him around like a rag doll. My God, the strength on this man. And then as quick as it starts, it just ends. I like, that's Debaby. I like how everybody just walks away like, all right. It's like they all know. These people have an internal clock. It's like hockey. This guy's having a drink. Look at him. He's taking a break. Okay. Where did he get the drink? How the fuck did this guy get a drink? This guy is cut. The baby mama's brother is bleeding. He's not done, though. Okay, so now they're back on, unoiled lanes. I think somebody slugged. I think guy with the drink slugged baby mama's brother there. Look, wait for it. Okay, here's guy with drink. Right here. No, someone else slugged him. What an odd thing this is. Wow. If you're obviously listening to the audio podcast, you must watch it. I'm linking up the video at the end of the show, or at the show notes, on the show notes. Look at this guy, the only white guy, and he's like shooting. He's got a fucking photography setup. Did you see that? See this one dude here, right here, this guy right here. Watch the way he's shooting video. This is the way you shoot video. You keep the camera at your chin and just follow. It goes the same path as your eyes. It's the best way to shoot video. I wish my wife would do that. Every video is like not centered. Look at her. Holy shit. My God. Her dress is so short, she needs 2 fucking hairdos. All right. That's it. There you go. That's the big brawl with Debaby. Mm-hmm. All right. Kate says, whoa, she looks awesome. Yeah, she looked good with hooker boots on, Kate. The way this, there was an article that was written about it. The baby was involved in a bowling alley brawl. Happened somewhere in California, according to TMZ. Rapper appeared to punch a man, and it was the brother, as I said, of Danny Lee, baby mama. There's so much to say in this, but this one spilled onto the actual lanes, which means it is both hilarious and probably extra painful. Under no circumstances should you ever venture onto a bowling lane, even if you know the oil pattern by heart. You will fall. It's like ice, meant for bowling balls and nothing else. Anyone who has accidentally crossed a little far over the line and found out the hard way will quickly confirm this. It has been way too long, and I'm probably going to get the old Eric Zane Show podcast special where I call someone and just get voicemail because everybody hates me. See if we can bring in the man, the myth, the legend, one and only Don Veltman, Howard City Lanes. Don, how are you? You're live.
Oh, this is always great.
Yeah, I know. It is. Well, come on now.
Boom, you're live.
Yeah, well, I was having a discussion because in California, Debaby, do you have any of Debaby's music?
I'm sure my son does. I do not.
Well, there was a huge brawl, and Debaby punched his baby mama's brother, and it was at a bowling alley. And the fight spilled out north of the foul line.
Well, that's slippery.
Yeah. And, I mean, about 6 of Debaby's handlers tried to stomp this motherfucker, and it was hilarious. I mean, everybody, they couldn't do anything to the guy. It looked ridiculous that the fight actually spilled north of the foul line. At Howard City Lanes, you oil the lanes yourself, correct?
Correct.
All right. And this article says that is meant only for bowling balls. If anyone even thinks about walking out onto there, they're dead.
Oh, man, I've seen some people just go down like a sack of potatoes and just rock their heads. I mean, it's probably worse than walking out on sheet ice. Just you see them walk out and just feet up from under them and bam.
Now, Howard City.
I just don't think they expect it.
League night in Howard City usually means there'll be about 30 drunk driving tickets issued 1 foot out of Howard City.
The sheriff's department is right in our back parking lot.
Yeah, they actually have a place there, kind of like a staging area. So, I mean, has there ever been moments where people were a little too drunk and just decided that they were going to go dance on the aisle?
Go dance where?
Down north of the foul line.
Oh, yeah. This summer, there was actually a really good one. He didn't dance north of the foul line, but he thought it'd be a really good idea to do a bunch of spins.
Yeah.
Kind of get dizzy and then throw his bowling ball. And, we've got that wall that goes right there on lane 1.
Yes, that's right.
So he was on lane 2 doing this, and he never got the ball off, fell backwards, and just smashed his head on the wall. So, yeah. You see some interesting, drinking and bowling balls and slippery lanes and you name it. Yeah.
Have you ever
Sometimes
have you seen fights? Have there been fights, or is everybody calm?
Yeah, Howard City?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen a fight there.
Okay.
I've seen fights at bowling alleys, definitely.
Do they ever spill out north of the foul line?
I think Howard City, everybody has a gun, so.
Okay, nobody does that. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, we're just not going to fight. No, I've never seen one spill north of the foul line. I think even in a fight moment.
All right. Well,
for the most part, people seem to know better, apparently. Debaby didn't know.
No, they didn't know. In fact, I'm going to send you the footage, okay? And
I mean, it's definitely send it to me. These are always great to see because there's always somebody that, their toddler runs down the lane. And somehow the toddler is able to navigate the slippery lane perfectly. It always seems that way. This toddler just goes down the lane like nothing's going on. Mom runs after him and just whoop.
Damn it.
Down.
Excellent. I'm so glad that happens. It needs to happen. You need to have a camera on there and get that shit and start your own YouTube channel. Have your son, have Vaughn start a YouTube channel and title it Dumb Moms on Slippery Lanes or something like that.
I think we need to have a Eric Zane Show competition where your listeners have a race down the oil lanes.
Oh,
starting with Kevin Kuipers.
Yes, Kevin Kuipers. I think he's enjoying this right now. He might even be in the room with us. Okay, Don, very good. I'm thinking about you. Hope everything's going well. Comedy, Full House, comedy.com. We've been talking about that for quite some time. And, go see a show, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. See ya. Bye. Big Dick Donnie Veltman. Aram writes, or Adam the Odd writes, fry. Yeah, Donnie's got some fry going. There's no question. Alcohol and bullying, not a good mix. I don't know about that. I think it's a great mix. Patreon, a little later on. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Ben and Eric Patreon podcast last night was hilarious. Great fun. Holy shit. I'm telling you, Maureen and Linda stole the show. Have to be there. Love them. Together, the sisters. Oh, my God. Maureen's got this amazing laugh. Oh, makes me crack up. You can get the audio podcast later on today. Just $5 a month or $10 a month. Audio, video, and live streams. Tag Accounting, tag CPA.net. I got to catch up on some sponsors. You're going to get a lot of them here. I went like a full hour without even doing one. So don't bump ahead. Please don't. Damn it. Please don't bump ahead. When it comes to getting your taxes done, you would really be doing, yourself a great service and me a great service by hiring Troy Accounting, damn it. Tag Accounting, Troy Ginzer, 616-301-9516. Bennett Flooring Installation. When you're ready to install the flooring, reach out, 616-318-0167. If you're in West Michigan, have them show up, and they will measure the room for you and let you know how inexpensive it's going to be to have the flooring installed professionally. I suggest doing all the grunt work yourself, and then they'll do the finishing work. The flooring that you're going to buy, I want you to get it at Johnson Carpet One Floor and Home Discount Outlet in Granville, Michigan. This is exclusively a local deal unless you want to drive from another state or another part of the state, but I think that would be stupid. If you are in West Michigan, check out Johnson Carpet One Floor and Home. There's 2 stores. There's the main showroom, but they want me to tell you to go to the discount outlet first. That's where Kent drop the E, add a U works. March in. The flooring there is the lowest in the state. Much lower than the main showroom because they have a ton of it. They buy it in bulk. So you're going to get it a lot cheaper. It's not the prettiest flour. It's all like piled up in blocks and rolls. Get what you want and get the hell out. Mention my name. Save an additional 10%. How about that? Don't forget that. Walk in. Say, hello, Eric Zane sent me. And you're off and running with big savings on flooring. Do not forget about Johnson Carpet One Floor and Home Discount Outlet. When we meet at Bosco's Pub. Billy's getting anxious. I'm going to call him. I'll make these up later.
What are you doing?
Billy!
You sniper, you backstabber, you cold-hearted podcaster.
It is so good to hear your voice. Happy Super Bowl weekend, Bill.
Yeah, happy Super Bowl weekend, man. You know, Goff took the Rams to a Super Bowl just like Stafford did, so I'm really proud of Goff.
Is that what you're hanging on to here? That those
hanging on to Stafford doesn't play for the Lions. Who gives a rat's behind what he does Sunday? Except for half the Lions nation who thinks Matt Stafford is Johnny Unitas meets Joe Montana meets Tom Brady. And then the other half that kind of say, you know what? Matt Stafford is good right now, but he'll be great if he can win on Sunday. Okay, but Goff took them to a Super Bowl. Goff has won as many playoff games as Stafford. So Stafford was traded for by the Rams to win this game on Sunday. There is immense pressure on number 9 to deliver. Otherwise, He's Jared Goff with different letters in his last name.
You realize this is all your fault.
All my fault. Really, that he asked to get out of Detroit?
No.
Did I force him out of Detroit? No. He wanted out. How many athletes have begged to get out without first doing something for the team in Detroit? How many?
Well,
0.
What about, to me, the football gods, when they heard the preposterous take that was featured on Frozen Cold Takes.
Which, by the way, the frozen, the freezing cold takes people told me you were the one who sent it to them. So that was really nice. So I appreciate the total big ass knife from here to Pittwater right in my back.
Our little give and take was discussed at length.
Our little give and take. I'm on the damn Drew and Mike podcast.
Yeah, I was
Detroit.
That's what
how the hell? I didn't know those guys were alive, but I'm on their podcast.
I did. That's what I was just about to tell you, that they discussed it.
Everybody discussed it. You know what? I don't care. I'll discuss it. The Lions, by the way, if you want to bet against Stafford on Sunday, like I have every week, they're 8-9 this year when the regular season gets a spread. Lions were 11-6 against the spread. So I'm taking Joe Burrow plus 4.5 on the DraftKings Sportsbook app big board. And not only am I taking Joe Burrow, but the Bengals are going to win outright 31-28.
I hope so. I want Cincinnati to win. And the reason why I want Cincinnati to win is because that franchise stinks. And I love it when underdogs win. I'm a big fan. You know what? The Ram fan base is awful. They don't have any fans of that team. Did
you hear the last two games the San Francisco 49ers played there? They had more fans than the Rams.
Yes. And there was this week, there was a big Rams pep rally, and no one showed up. It's horrible.
No one cares. The more Lions fans care about Stafford and the Rams winning than people in the second largest city, Los Angeles, do. And I get some Lions fans who want to wear their number 9 jersey and jump up and down and get a free trip. And he won. Well, you know what? That doesn't mean the Lions won a Super Bowl, and you need mental health.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I understand it, but I also understand that people just like Matt Stafford because he's a nice dude. He made a lot of people happy, and he's an excellent quarterback. As well as I do, he's a Hall of Famer, right, Bill?
Welcome back to the Eric Zane Show Podcast Quiz Show. I'm Bill Simonson, your host. First answer is wrong.
Well,
he has to win the Super Bowl to be a Hall of Famer.
Okay, so if he does win it, which he will, because of this is all your fault.
My fault. Okay. All right. I can go through the list of your fault. It's your fault Free Beer and Hot Wings sucks as a radio show right now because they got rid of your ass because there's no better sniper in radio on or off air than Eric Zane.
Did you hear the drama going on with those guys this past week?
Those guys are going to break up. It's just going to happen. You were the total glue to that show, and now they got that she-man hater woman in there too, and my God, I can't. I got to turn it off. I don't. I listen to my own podcast on the way taking my kids to school. I make them listen to my podcast.
You listen to your own show and make your kids.
My kids. We go grab a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's, and we listen to the best interview they get to pick.
Okay.
Kind of like picking, your torture, and I make them listen to it, and they totally just keep their AirPods in, and they don't even listen.
Now, Bill, I can hear you on the radio, part of the Michigan Sports Network, which is the brainchild of Marty Boomer, and that amazing setup there. I spoke with Anthony Bellino. He's another stalwart on the network. How does he feel about the big game?
I think Bellino, he's pro staff. He works for the Lions. He has to. It's in his contract. He can't say anything bad about the Lions. So, he's pro Stafford. Everyone has a right to their opinion. I don't give a rat's ass what people I'm telling you my opinion, Stafford, he goes into the great category if he wins on Sunday, but he's not going to win. And by the way, I'm like 22 games over 500 NFL picks against the spread this year, like 30 games over 500 against the spread on college football. But everybody wants to hold on to my ridiculous prediction that Jared Goff would win more games in a Lions uniform than Matt Stafford. But ironically, he did, because I forgot to put the betting side in there.
Oh.
And the Lions were 11-6 against the spread, third best in the NFL behind the Cowboys and the Packers. So it was my mistake. I've taken the arrows. The publicity has been unbelievable. I think in Indonesia they were arguing about it, and I was on a show with the translator. It's been a phenomenal ride, but it ends on Sunday, and the Bengals will be your world champions.
What's the next thing that you're going to move on to? The next foil? Matt Stafford is no longer your whipping boy.
No, Matt, I've already moved on. That the Lions, if Aaron Rodgers leaves the NFC North, and he had a corduroy suit on last night, so chances are you're one step out the door from Green Bay, is that at the NFL Honors, he had like a corduroy suit. I think I wore one of those to church back in 1973.
Yeah, corduroy suit.
Oh, my God. Did you see last night the NFL Honors? He got MVP. I mean, no surprise, but he had like a corduroy suit on. I mean, I'm like, come on.
I missed that. I didn't know that. God. I didn't even know he got the MVP, but you're right, a corduroy suit. Maybe it's coming back, He's
Everything comes back. Everything comes back, Eric. It does.
I think his fiance just broke up with him. Did you hear about his fiance breaking up with him?
I didn't. I think he could do better. He did a lot better with Danica Patrick and Olivia Munn. I
think he's kind of an idiot when it comes to relationships.
Aren't we all?
Yes, yes. I guess that's true. So, Bill, what is going to be like prior to Stafford? This past year it's been all the big storyline has been you, Matt Stafford. What is the next storyline that you have on the show that's going to have everybody realizing that you're crazy?
Well, it's not crazy, but that if Aaron Rodgers leaves the NFC North, okay, which I think he's going to, I really believe I think he's going to end up in Denver, okay? If he leaves the NFC North, then the Lions become the favorites to win the NFC North if Cousins also leaves the Vikings. And the Lions will, I think 9-8, will win the NFC North. And the Lions should have been a 5 or 6 win team this year. I mean,
I agree with that.
If you think about it, I was only like 3 or 4 games off my prediction, about 9-8, 8-9 with Goff, but I didn't see Stafford doing this, so I missed on that. And I'll take the arrows as you're feeding freezing cold takes and Drew and Mike podcast and Indonesia sports tonight. Whatever you're doing, I'm okay with that. But I think the pressure is going to be on the Lions to have a huge bounce back season. They're picking number 2. They got that $55 million in salary cap dead space leaving. There's no excuse. It's the NFL. I don't want to hear about 3 or 4 years of a rebuild. That's just BS. So if Rodgers leaves, the Lions, in my mind, become the best team in the NFC if this offseason plays out the way it should.
That's a lot of things that have to happen, including the Lions would have to win. And you realize it's the Lions. So when did
they win, Eric? You know what? People are enamored with, psycho stalkers with Stafford. And then I even saw in Meyer that they were selling a Stafford number 9 T-shirt.
Yeah.
They were selling. There's this fascination in the state of Michigan that somehow this Matt Stafford run this year fulfills your Lions fandom.
Well,
It's psychotic.
No, it's not. The Lions stink.
Your girlfriend leaving, and you watch videos of her wedding, and you're happy for her.
No. Matt Stafford. I think everyone should own a Matt Stafford jersey. That is. I have a Rams jersey. I have a Rams T-shirt.
Oh, Jesus, because you are the king of just tearing apart the wound and pouring a gallon of salt, a bucket of toxic burning lotion, whatever you need to do just to let it fester, because you've rode this Stafford thing more than I have.
Okay, so let's review your prediction for next year. You said that if the Packers, Vikings, and Bears planes all crash, then the Lions will have a chance. Thank you, Cole.
I didn't say that. I said if Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay, that the Lions, in my mind, Minnesota wasn't that good. Detroit should have beat them twice this year, or last season. That the Lions will be the favorite.
Yeah, I know. We heard it.
NFC North,
nobody cares.
Minimum 9 wins.
Yeah.
For Campbell and Goff in year 2, minimum.
Okay, so has Marty from the Michigan Sports Network, has he called you and said, Bill, I'd like to talk to you about how absolutely buffoonish you look about it? Has he tried to talk some sense into you? He's a legend. How could he not? How can he let you get away with this?
First off, it's a sports opinion, Eric. It's not. I wasn't telling people like go harm somebody, go riot, go loot, go pillage. It was a sports opinion. I've owned it. It's been interesting.
No,
and it ends Sunday when he loses.
All right. Well, now if he wins, what do you say? Do you say he's a Hall of Famer on the show?
Yes.
You do.
I said that on air.
You said he's a Hall of Famer, and I was wrong, and he's great.
One thing won't get mentioned there.
Why?
Okay?
Why he's a Hall of Famer?
I will mention that, but I don't mention that I'm wrong. I mentioned that there was a miscalculation.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, Bill, enjoy the game. I don't know if you're going to be.
Who else you got making Super Bowl predictions? Who from the sports world? And I don't mean people from prison statewide. Who do you have making Super Bowl predictions? 31-28, Bengals over the Rams. Joe Burrow, the MVP. The dude can wear a mink walking into Arrowhead Stadium a couple weeks ago. He's just the man. You know what? Lions are going to win the NFC North this year without Stafford. I'm not saying they're going to be in the Super Bowl, but at least they'll have a playoff game.
Oh, no.
And Stafford, if he wins, he's in the Hall of Fame. If he doesn't, then he's Jared Goff, because Jared Goff took the Rams to a Super Bowl. Okay.
Well, I'll be looking at your takes on Twitter, Bill, and retweeting them.
I'll be looking at your takes that you're feeding to every freezing cold takes. Old takes exposed. HugeSucks.com. The Huge Show sucks. I mean, I'm thinking that you're running all this. You ran the anti-aircraft fire on this since day one. I love it. It's a sports prediction. It's not end of the world. To the Lions fans that are going to wear your Stafford T-shirt or Stafford jersey and jump up and down watching the TV on Sunday, may God help you and get some mental help.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, I'm having a party on July 23rd. It's 5 months and a handful of days away. You have to come.
What's the party? What's the party?
In my backyard. We're going to call it Bill's Bad Take Party. Actually, it's a bunch of people, Zaniacs, getting together. They want to see you, and it's just going to be at my house, a hot summer day. You have to be there. It's going to be a blowout.
I'll be there, but it sounds like a hostage situation.
It kind of does. It kind of does.
I will be there.
You can be there.
I love your listeners.
Take pictures.
A lot of your listeners disagree with me. A lot of them agree. That's what it is. It's a sports opinion. This isn't end of the world. Your podcast is fantastic. Your audience is growing. I thank you that, we're getting close to your numbers. We had 1.7 million podcast hits in the last 6 months. So a lot of that was the Michigan State football season and the Lions. So it's all good, Eric. You're doing great. I'm doing well. People can listen in Grand Rapids. 96.1 weekdays at 3 or on the iHeart app. Just search The Huge Show. You sound awesome on Big 101.3. You got one of the great voices. You're voicing Anthony Bellino and X's and Bros.
My God.
You're the Griffins play.
What a flurry. What a flurry. This is quite a flurry. This is an incredible flurry of yours. I haven't heard a better one.
I like to give you your props.
That's a great thing. I appreciate that. You're very kind.
All right, well, I'll look forward to the next backstabbing event of 2022.
All right, Bill, thank you.
I love you, and I love the Zaniacs.
All right, buddy. There you go. Oh, my God. In rare form, we got Yelling Bill. An incredible flurry of plugs and appreciation and great audience and numbers. He's throwing numbers at us. He's telling us about podcast downloads and boring shit like that. Oh, my God. Wow. Made my head hurt. Holy shit. I don't know what it is about him, but for some reason, as preposterous as it is, the things that he says, it seems to be less. Daisy's at the door again. Less of a big deal when. Hang on a second. Hang on, I respond to a text. Let's see. Pooh. It seems to be less of a big deal when he's describing it. He almost like puts it in enough perspective that it's like, he's right. But he's not. He's a dumbass. He's a total dumbass. Now, you don't want Bill to be washing the car. Yeah, screw the bet. I'd love it. Had to be in the winter. But he already, that whole thing got ruined. Oh, no. She's probably taking a nap. Hang on. Daisy's barking at the door, guys. Don't move. I'll be right back. Oh. Hamstring. Hey, O'Neill. Hi, buddy. Hey, Daisy. Daisy just attacked Bruce. Did you see that? Thank you for the reminder, Aram. All Diana segments brought to you by Baldwin Ace Hardware. All right. Thanks again, Bill. Where was I? Bosco's Pub. Holy crap. Planning our next party, I'm sure. Bosco's Pub. Online at boscospub.com. Part of Terra. Terra. Terra Square in Hudsonville, Michigan. Enjoy Bosco's Pub for lunch, dinner, and drinks at night. Bosco's Pub, opening at 11:30 a.m. Wednesday through Saturday. 4:30 to close Monday and Tuesday. Hey, never mind. I took care of it. Daisy wanted in.
Oh, did you kick her out?
No, I don't know how she got out of the room, frankly.
That's weird.
I'm not sure how that happened because she was in the room and then you closed the door and I haven't opened it since. So I don't know how she even got out of the room.
That is very strange. I thought you kicked her out because she was snoring or something because she just wandered down the stairs a minute ago. She must have gone back up.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe the audience who saw it on the live stream can fill me in, but I don't know what the hell happened. Next thing I know, she's outside of the door barking.
Oh, dear. Okay.
What was I going to say? I got a splitting headache. I don't know what my problem is.
You do?
Yeah, I got a headache like you wouldn't believe. It might be because Bill was just talking to me.
That could have been. Do you need some ibuprofen? Oh, you can't have ibuprofen.
Cannot have ibuprofen. No, I'll wait. I only got like 40 minutes left in this deal.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Pooh Bear brought to you by Baldwin Ace Hardware. Anyway, go to Bosco's Pub, eat the burgers, drink the booze, have a good time. Please mention me to the waitstaff. Tip the waitstaff heartily. Thank them. Blue Frost IT, the managed IT service provider for this show. Contract work, spot fixes, project work, managed IT service provider work. What does all that mean? Well, I'm not going to break down all this shit. But let's say you've got a laptop that needs a tune-up. You work from home. First of all, your boss should be paying for any repairs. You need to convert that thing to a solid-state hard drive. That's quite an easy process, not that involved. Doesn't cost you that much. That's one thing. Not to mention, let's say you are running the show the workplace, or you work for the woman or the man, suggest if the tech is out of date that you get a checkup on that. Get a complimentary consultation from Blue Frost IT and improve the tech. It's constantly updating, like month by month. So if you go years without upgrading your tech, it eventually starts to get shitty. So sit down with Blue Frost IT, tell them what you do for your business, and they will tell you what you need to buy. Because if you just decide, if you skip this step and just go and buy new computers, ding dong, you're going to buy too little, too much, not the right stuff, and it's going to cost you time and money. Don't do that. Reach out to Blue Frost IT. Their website, hands in, bluefrostit.com, or call them 616-200-8550. Contact information is also available on the website, info@bluefrostit.com. Mario wants to get you a mortgage. If you've struggled getting mortgages in the past, because you didn't bang on Mario's door. If you've never struggled getting a mortgage, this will be an easy process. Please pick Mario's brain and investigate for yourself if he's right for you. 231-332-6505. Paying attention to detail and making you feel like you're a part of his family is absolutely awesome. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, his business keeps expanding, and that is because more and more customers are happy and satisfied with his efforts. NMLS number 3035. Reach out to Mario today, 231-332-6505, from anywhere in the U.S., with the exception of South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. Horizon Hydroponics. I hate to say it, but let's see. March 1, Horizon Hydroponics is leaving the podcast family. The contract runs to the end of March. And they have decided that they want to part ways. And that's okay. It boils down to when people go to the website and buy, I'm counting on them to use the coupon code Zane Show at checkout. If they don't see that on their end, they're like, well, we're not seeing the return on investment. Some people think like that. And that I'm not saying that's right or wrong. Well, no, it's wrong. It's definitely wrong. But nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. Though there's great value to the advertising, sometimes that's the luck of the draw. Sometimes that happens. And when you have that ability to track the feedback, it's double-edged sword. So we're counting down the days when that I'll be talking about Horizon Hydroponics. And it breaks my heart because I love them. John and Bridget have been very good to me. No hard feelings. But in the next handful of days, if there is a flurry of activity at horizonhydroponics.com, coupon code Zane Show, maybe we can resurrect this. Let me know if you do that, though. I would appreciate it if you said, hey, I just bought and I used your coupon code. HORIZEN hydroponics.com. horizonhydroponics.com for all of your indoor, outdoor growing vegetables, flowers, cannabis, you name it. They are the pros. There is a phone number on the website if you have any questions about the products that you are buying. We have a orange alert between Daisy and Bruce. They're playing right now. And typically, my experience tells me this is going to lead to a hump fest in a moment. So I should probably be able to see what's behind me. Because if they start humping, no one's going to be paying attention. Hey, knock it off. They are both really, really amorous right now. This is going to lead to humping. Damn it. Not Kate. Stevie says, I went there once. No one acknowledged me. No one even acknowledged me. Well, that's because they don't want your kind there. Kidding. Knock it off. Anyway, don't go there. Go online and buy if you could. If you're thinking about buying anything for your growing. Come on, guys. Oh, no. She's licking his penis. Stop. All right, you're out of here. Time out. Come on, baby. Okay, gotta go. Gotta go. Come on. Sorry, buddy. No dog sex for you. My Policy Shop Insurance, Frank the Tank Fuss, 616-914-4070. Call or text, say hello to him via text. Say Eric Zane sent me. I want to know about life insurance. I know I need life insurance. I'm a dad. I've got 3 kids. I got a wife who works part-time. I work full-time. If I croak, everything's going to be fucked. And everybody's going to think I'm an asshole because I had no life insurance. My wife's going to have to do a GoFundMe just to bury me because I suck so bad. I need a life insurance policy, and that's exactly how it's going to happen. And don't think that can't happen. Prepare for the unexpected, okay? In the unlikely event of something tragic happening, you want to make sure you got this shit taken care of, ding dong. So call or text 616-914-4070. Reach out to Frank. He's a licensed independent insurance agent / broker who will help you out and tell you everything you need to know. He does everything for you. His services are free. Of course, you pay for the policy. You'd be surprised at how inexpensive some life insurance policies are. Do this. Can you imagine if you die and your wife, this is how it's going to go. You died. You didn't have insurance. Your wife's forced to work full time. Some idiot's going to have to watch the kids. And then that's going to be terrible. And then your wife's going to end up settling and marrying some stupid idiot. And then she's going to end up killing that guy. And she's going to go to prison for life. So make sure you get insurance or that all is going to happen. Or you could spend a few bucks now on insurance. And then you croak. And then the insurance agent visits and says, I'm so sorry for your loss. Here's your $600,000 check. That's how that works, ding dong. So do it. 616-914-4070. I'm just saying this. Frank Fuss, don't be an asshole. Call Frank today. That's his slug line. Don't be an asshole. Call Frank today. Thank you to TC Paintball, tcpaintballgr.com. Rick, known Joe Rogan apologist, invites you to bang on his door for an amazingly fun time at TC Paintball. You pay one fee, you and everybody in your group, and that takes care of the paint, the high-end rental gun, the mask, your field time. Each match is reffed, and Rick's on the mic going, come on! It's awesome. You will have so much fun at TC Paintball. My gosh. Book an event. Saturdays, they're jam-packed, so you better call a week in advance and book that time. I'm telling you. There's also drop-in. Basically, it's all on the website, tcpaintballgr.com. There's even info about the Little League on Wednesdays for your new to paintball kids, never done this before. Get them exposed to it with the guns that don't, the paintballs don't hurt when they hit you. But there you go, tcpaintballgr.com. What do we get into now? I've got a bunch of things I can talk about. I've been wanting to get to this story all week. Kabooby69 says, TC Paintball is a place to shoot your friends in the balls with ours. Yeah, that's true. Little League for Little Patriot? Yeah, of course. Little League Paintball, man. Come on. Okay. This happened in West Palm Beach, Florida. The lady is, I can't figure out how this happened. It's remarkable. But if you've ever been driving, and then it's the sign lights up and says drawbridge opening, and then you stop, and then the drawbridge opens, and then the ship goes under, and then it closes, and then the thing goes up, and then you drive through. So simple. There is some chick on her bicycle, and the asshole who is running the drawbridge went ahead and opened the fucking thing while she was on it. And, well, she's dead.
Lights and caution tape blocked off the Royal Park Bridge. Police say a woman was walking her bike across the drawbridge. That's when she fell through a gap in the road.
The woman tried to hang on. There was a bystander nearby who tried to help her, but tragically she fell about 5 to 6 stories below where
This guy's like a fat Eugene Levy. I don't know why I'm focusing on that. Mike, the West Palm Beach Police Department.
A bystander nearby who tried to help her, but tragically she fell about 5 to 6 stories below where she died, landing on concrete.
Palm Beach police say the woman was 10 feet from the end of the bridge when it started lifting.
There is a bridge tender, and that bridge tender has certain safety protocols to follow, specific safety protocols.
Now, in this area, there's 3 bridges to get from one place to the other, and there's high traffic of bikes. So no one knows how the fuck this bridge tender managed to fuck this up so bad. And if you can envision, when that bridge opens, the end of the bridge is where the gap forms in addition to the middle because it's widening. But the ends also produce a gap. So basically, she's walking the bridge and she's like, holy shit. And within seconds, she fell through that opening at the end of the bridge. And I guess she was hanging on. There was actually a dude hanging on to her, a good Samaritan, like from a fucking Tom Cruise movie, and is holding on to her, but too weak and let go, and then that's it. The bike and the chick tumbled down.
That includes lowering of the gates for the vehicles, lowering of the gates for the pedestrians, and making several visual confirmations that there is nobody on either of the spans or past those gates.
So they're talking about what the bridge tender has to do, and obviously none of that was done. Nothing. He basically, I picture the bridge tender, had his feet up. He's probably 19 years old. He's watching Netflix. He hears a foghorn from a boat. He's like, oh, yeah, whatever. And just hits the big red button. And then as the woman falls to her death, the bridge tender is probably crying and blaming his problems and blaming what happened on his upbringing and Chicago gangs and me and stunts that he had to do. That's what people under 40 do.
While police look into what went wrong, bicycle safety advocates...
I already told you what went wrong.
Ariana says the Royal Park Bridge is highly trafficked.
Palm Beach is accessible only through 3 bridges, and this is the main bridge, so it is very used by cyclists.
Oriana says the bridge...
You can tell I got that tidbit and stole the thunder of that guy earlier.
...is equipped with barriers and bells, alerting people when the bridge is about to go up.
For one thing, you will hear the bell before even the arms go down. So when you hear the bell, you got to get out of the way before the bridge goes up.
West Palm Beach police say they are still investigating, but advocates urge everyone to be alert and aware.
Always drive defensively. Always be aware of your surroundings. See what is going on.
Yeah, this is all the fault of the asshole with feet up, the bridge tender. He did it. All of these rules, I mean, she didn't do anything wrong. She was walking across the fucking bridge. Can you imagine how much money the family is going to get over this one?
Because it's our life that we're playing with sometimes.
Police tell me this is still an active investigation, and they will be going through surveillance video. As for the bridge, it was able to reopen after about 6 hours.
Yeah, that's great.
Reporting in West Palm Beach, Joel Lopez, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Joel. Happy 15th birthday, by the way. That looks very young to me. But oh my God, this is so fucked. Holy shit. Cole is an idiot. He says also, don't be on a bridge when it raises. Are you suggesting that the lady who was walking her bike across the bridge did something wrong? She didn't do anything. She was just walking along, and it just opened on her. No one did the safety checks. That's what happened, you idiot. My God. Those things always freak me out, man. And they will even more so now. Whenever you go over them to make that crazy-ass noise, they like sing to you. Oh, God. All right. What do I want to talk about now? I want to show you the latest football recruit. Hold on a second here. No, let me back up. This man right here, at first glance, you're going to be like, well, this is one of the strongest people that has ever existed carrying a football. This person here, his name is Branson Robinson. He's midway through his senior year of high school. Look at this dude. He just signed to play football at Georgia. He's 17 years old. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at him. What an unbelievable human being. You see this 354 on his... That's how many people he's killed when he's hit them. Can you imagine being a high school football player, and you've got a guy who could right now be the best player in the NFL, and you're a 111-pound cornerback or safety trying to tackle a freight train? He just signed with Georgia, who just won the national championship. He'll be, I imagine if you're this guy, every time he touches the ball, it's a touchdown. He can bench press 415 pounds. He squats 615, deadlifts 720. Look at this. This is, if it says brick shit house in the dictionary, it's this guy. And look at that look on his face. It's like, you're fucking dead. Oh, my God. Look at his leg. Everything about this guy screams power. Ugh. 17 years old. Oh, my God. Ugh. This is a clip of him squatting 600 pounds. Oh, my God. Look at the ease at which he does that. Oh, my God. Branson Robinson. Look at, here he is. He's at the powerlifting championships. Son of a bitch. I think I have footage of him killing people. Look at this. Oh, my God. Watch. He's like running through the whole team. Holy shit. Look at, they're like trying to gang tackle him. That's kind of a bad view. Can't really see too much there. Here you go. Oh, my God. What an absolute beast. That would be so painful to try to tackle that guy. I mean, oh, my God. You try to tackle him, you instantly have a concussion. You're out of the game. The other team ends up finishing with like 2 players on defense. Stevie with the question, what's with that music? I don't know. It's a accompanying music bed. It's a highlight video. It's sometimes music is on videos. Is that the answer you're looking for? What are you talking about? What do you mean? That's really weird to me. Here I am. I'm showing you this freak of nature, and the question is, what's with the music? Okay. All right. She says it's an odd choice. No, that's an odd question. That's an odd thought that's flying out of your mouth and hitting the keyboards. That's what's odd. That was good music. It was perfect. And who gives a fuck about the music, idiots? The point of the fucking thing was this beast running the fucking football, not the music. Again, you're ruining the show. Shut up. Jesus. How many times I got to talk to you guys about this? Mike, what the fuck? When you guys get the urge to weigh in, I really want you to consider how stupid you sound 99 times out of 100. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever gave it a good thought about how incredibly dumb some of the points you make on the chat are? Has that ever flown through your brain about the stupid comments you make on the chat? My God. Shut up. Yeah, what about the music? Who gives a fuck? I'm showing you a 17-year-old that has superhuman strength, and you're talking about the fucking music. Holy shit. Oh, God, someone bring the shotgun in here. Please. Right now, I wish I was this woman who had this happen to her. Police are searching for a religious healer who reportedly convinced a pregnant woman that hammering a 2-inch nail into her skull would give her a son. Now, this kind of goes back to my broad argument that we're so incredibly lucky to live here in the United States, in that how the rest of the world is so beyond fucked up. Also this week, the Iranian man who decided to do a honor killing and cut his wife's head off and parade it through the streets of some Iranian community. By the way, Iran is close to having a nuclear weapon. That's fucking ridiculous. It kind of makes me think that it might be better off to completely wipe out populations of the world and just allow them to start over and repopulate the land. And it's because of moments like this. Authorities in Peshawar, Pakistan are looking for a supposed faith healer, accusing him of persuading a pregnant woman to hammer a nail into her head to guarantee the birth of a son. Now, here in the U.S., about the farthest we'll go is we'll have a faith healer put his hands on you and then people will fall over. And I don't know how that's even a thing. I guess they just get caught up in the moment or what. It's completely stupid and fake. But this is some real faith healing here. I mean, if you really, and what I mean by that is you have to have a lot of faith. This is truly an incredible leader, this guy in Pakistan. If he is able to convince this woman to say, hold still, I'm going to get you a son, and holding a nail up and going bam, 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 in through her head. My God. This guy must be incredibly wealthy if he's able to convince someone of that. And you know it happened with hundreds of people in the congregation in Pakistan. Licensed to print money. I wish I had this ability. If I wasn't too busy using my powers to simply admonish you for making dumb comments on videos that I watch, I would bleed you dry of your money. That's what I would do. The Peshawar news outlet Dawn, that's the name of it, first reported the bizarre case. According to Dawn, the publication, the unnamed woman had 3 daughters and was desperate to give birth to a son because she was afraid her husband would leave her if she had another girl. She then approached an unlicensed religious healer who advised her to hammer on, I need this like a hole in my head. Okay. You know, I can actually understand why in India it's so important, because if you have that many girls, I mean, honestly, more than one is enough to drive any family to the brink of murder. It's a miracle that we survived in this household. Jacqueline was, my God, what a handful. And then you have an equally big handful with Madison, but in different ways. Combined, it's unbelievable what they do. When it unfolded for us in this household, Jim laid back, absolutely a dream to raise, weak pullout game. Okay, great. Madison and Jackie not getting pregnant at a young age, but wow. Holy shit. I thought raising kids was easy until I had daughters. So I can really understand why a woman would want to, anybody would go to any extreme to, I may have done that. Okay. If we had a third daughter before we had a son, I may be willing to do that. This woman, 3 months pregnant. And because of her husband's fear, she went to the faith healer who gave her what's known as Tuiz. Tuiz is things to recite and the nail. Hospital staff who attended to the woman at the Lady Reading Hospital of Peshawar told the publication, referring to a luck amulet, the victim then returned home and she hammered the nail in her head. So I thought the doc did it. That was his prescription, the doc. The preacher did it. He did not do it. He advised her to go home and hammer it in herself, and she did it. Family members heard this stupid woman screaming in pain and tried to remove the nail, but could not. They eventually took her to the hospital. How could they not remove the nail? All you got to do is flip the end of the hammer over and with the business end of the claw hammer and just yank that fucker right out. To me, at this point, since this actually happened, you nurse her back to health, and then you let her have the baby, and then you throw her off a bridge. That is the only way to deal with this going forward, because this is not going to turn out good in any way, shape, or form. So that is the second time that I've insisted on violence on this show today. Throw her off the bridge. That's just be done with it. Pick up the pieces, not literally, and move on. The doc told the media outlet that when the woman arrived at the hospital, doctors successfully removed the nail in an operation. She said that a woman in her locality did the same and gave birth to a boy. So they were like, it worked for her. And even though the ultrasound had shown her unborn child to be a girl. So they're like, hey, it worked. Police investigations into the case are ongoing. The authorities searching for the healer to bring him in for questioning, which they'll probably just let him go. You know how it is in these stupid shithole countries. According to the BBC, the healer's name is still not known. The woman left the hospital soon after receiving treatment and without speaking to members of law. She probably can't speak now. In a tweet, the chief of police said that a special team had been formed to investigate the incident. Special team has been made to bring to justice the fake preacher who played with the life of an innocent woman and put a nail in her head with a false promise of a male child. So justice will be served. According to a 2012 article from the Los Angeles Times, faith healers, with people flocking to them for reasons they can vary from health ailments to relationships and money problems, but recommending that one hammer a nail into one's head is not a regular remedy for these issues, with prayers and spiritual rituals being far more popular options offered by the healers. Well, that's great. I cannot imagine. So, either he's just like trying to be an asshole, or it's like a stunt on Jackass. Yeah, go home and nail a nail into your head. Pound a nail into your head. Or is he serious about that? Stevie wants to know if there's any music that was playing inside of the home when she nailed it into her head. That's the big takeaway here. Was anyone playing a song that sounds weird when she nailed it into her head? Because that's the important part of the story. Ball busting. Staple of the Eric Zane Show podcast. On the Patreon, I need to tell you about the Peloton Collapse. Boy, talk about a rise and fall. Holy cow, that story. Jesus. Wait until you hear how much money has been lost. It's the big takeaway from the pandemic. The people who run Peloton have been so excited by all of the death, by all of you idiots not getting the shot. They are very, very happy with all of you causing our problems, which you did. We all know that. But now that it appears to be burning itself out, despite you dumbasses, bad things are happening to this company. And they would like nothing more than there to be another wave of infection and another lockdown. That's what they want there. And I'll tell you why. And I don't blame them. If I ran that, if I ran that company, I would want that too. I don't care how many people are dying. I'll be talking about that on the Patreon. If you want to hire me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. It's all there for you. It costs you about $15.99. It's dirt cheap. There's no one better at it. I am the best. Of course. It'll be really cold this weekend. Do something fun. Go for Valentine's Day to a Full House comedy venue and see a comedy show. FullHouseComedy.com for listings and showtimes and locations. FullHouseComedy.com. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. A longtime sponsor of this show. You can find them if you're in West Michigan, traveling along 44th Street, just a few blocks east of 131. You'll see a side street called Stafford. Look down it as you drive by, wave, smile, and just know that it's there. That's where you take your car when you need scheduled maintenance. By the way, I was driving the Embellisher yesterday, and it's a very old truck, 2003. On the old school digital display, it says brake booster service. I'm like, what the fuck is a brake booster? I'm like, uh-oh. So I think I'll be coming to see you before too long. I get all of our cars serviced at Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Veteran-owned, lady-owned. You will love them. It's just fantastic. It's as great of an experience as it can be in getting your car repaired. It's never fun. You're paying out money to a money pit. Okay, that's what cars are. But you still need one. Take it to the best. Have it done right the first time. They will take care of you. One of the things they do is, let's say you're going for whatever, scheduled maintenance. They're also going to do a full check on the car and let you know, hey, this is going to be due soon. This is urgent. This, you can wait on this one. One of those deals. They do all that shit. And that's part of it. And they will send you an email, even with pictures, little still shots of the problems. You know, hey, your transmission fluid looks like shit. Here's a picture of how yours looks like fuck. And the picture of what it should look like. They actually do that. Pay attention to amazing details, or amazing paying of attention to details at Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Last but not least, A&E Heating and Cooling. Reach out to Joe Martinez, 616-516-8579 for scheduled maintenance on your furnace, or an after-hour service call, or you need a new furnace installed. He will install the Comfort Maker brand of furnaces and air conditioners. My God, A&E Heating and Cooling. All right. Your asshole of the day. I need nominations. Boomer Bob says, have dumpster divers Kyle explain brake boosters to you. Good call. Bridge operator, asshole of the day. I think I need a nomination for busting Stevie's balls. I feel kind of bad about that, but it was kind of dumb. Kind of the asshole of the day. Talked about a lot today. Snow day. Saint Gassman is back Monday. Good job, Joe. Till next time. We'll talk about it then, too. Because I know your own show's not going to talk about it. Anyway, welcome back. Monday. Our deep discussion on time. God, that's freaking me out. The brawl at the bowling alley. Bill Simonson made an ass out of himself once again. I need that like a hole in my head, nail in the head. The drawbridge incident. We discussed Branson Robinson, the unbelievable 17-year-old who's going to be killing people in college football next year. A lot of pressure on the guy, though. And he's a 4-star recruit. I think as high as you go is 5-star. I can't imagine what a 5-star recruit is if he's only a 4-star recruit. All right. I have plans when this show is done, and that is to try to get rid of this headache. Oh, my God. Maybe that's why I'm so cranky. Maybe that's why I yelled at Stevie. Stevie, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Okay. I think Eric is wrong. In India, I think you get some sheep and a yak for a daughter. That's called a dowry. All right. There you go. Your asshole of the day is the drawbridge operator. Okay? Congratulations, drawbridge operator. Folks, that is going to do it for a Friday edition of the free Eric Zane Show podcast. I will check you out on Patreon. Thank you so much. Till next time, bye-bye.